All right.
Well, just let me know when you're ready. Or not. I don't have to edit it out. Hello, and welcome to a brand new preview episode for Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
And Terrence.
What's up?
All right, guys, we are back. This is a preview for episode 261, Origin. Let me read the quick log line here. By the way, this is written and directed by Ava DuVernay, and co-written by Isabel Wilkerson. The log line here is the unspoken system that has shaped America and chronicles how lives today are defined by the hierarchy of human divisions. Look, this is based on the book Caste. If you're unaware, the full title of that is Caste: The Origins of Our Discontents. This film is starring Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor, Jon Bernthal, and Niecy Nash. This is available to rent wherever, whatever places you want to rent films online. Highly recommend watching this. It's going to be a pretty thorough and heavy watch. Terrence, you're the only one of the three of us have seen it so far. Is that correct?
Yes, it was good. I can vouch that it's a good movie. So yeah,
all right,
it should be a good discussion.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The random topic this week, which was way harder to find than you'd think. I swear we've been searching for one for like well over 2 hours, it feels like. Stephen A. Smith apologizes for remarks on black people supporting Donald Trump. So I want to play what he said, and we'll talk about it, and then we'll play his apology. Now, just for context here, Stephen A. Smith says he was taken out of context. He says that he was not trying to, quote, quite a few folks were offended as my words were interpreted as associating support for Trump by the black community with all his legal issues he's facing. For that, I sincerely apologize. I'm stating right here for the record that I was taken out of context. Okay. Now let's hear what he actually said, and then you can tell us in the comments whether you think he was taken out of context.
Something. As much as people may have been abhorred by Donald Trump's statement weeks ago, talking about how black folks, he's hearing that black folks find him relatable because what he's going through is similar to what black Americans have gone through. He wasn't lying. He was telling the truth. When you see the law enforcement, the court system, and everything else being exercised against him, it is something that black folks throughout this nation can relate to with some of our historic, iconic figures. We've seen that happen throughout society. So no matter what race, what ethnicity you may emanate from, we relate to you when you're suffering like that because we know we have. And that's what he articulated.
One, Donald Trump has never articulated anything ever. I was just like to point that out. Micah, what are your thoughts on this?
I used to watch, and I still watch First Take. I try to keep up with sports, and he's a sports person. And I used to listen to his podcast. And I stopped a while ago because he started talking about stuff that's not sports. And he's one of those people that needs, Stephen A. Smith is one of those people that may be really knowledgeable about one thing, but all of that is like the complete opposite with literally every other topic. Not saying he has to have, I'm not saying he can't have opinions on politics. I'm saying all his opinions are fucking dumb, and and he's not, and it gets to the point where it's just kind of obnoxious. Look, man, he calls himself a social democrat and a fiscal conservative because he's rich and he hates paying taxes, even though you live in a fucking society. And this is not, I don't even necessarily mind him platforming Republicans. I mind him platforming dumb Republicans and grifters.
Right.
But which is what he does. But look, man, I don't. This is why black people don't like your ass. This is why black people, and when you listen to him, he's very defensive about that, right? He's very defensive because he's always saying, you know, I'm a black man, and as a black man, I know, right? Like he's very insecure about his blackness because he doesn't. I heard someone say he has no problem. He has no problem wanting to be in the white gaze. And a very smart person said that on a very dumb show. And he said, when he said that, the two people on the dumb show said, "What's wrong with the LGBTQ community?" They're like, all right.
Wait, what?
Are you serious? Is that
I'm
did they say
serious.
it's a joke or?
That's a weird fucking.
I don't think so. I don't think Charlemagne and DJ Envy are fucking funny. So
Well,
I
them
don't
niggas
think
are
they
dumb.
meant that shit as a joke.
Oh, they probably.
I think when Bakari Sellers said Stephen A. Smith kind of wants to be in the white gaze, them niggas thought he meant GAYS.
Jesus Christ! All right.
That's what I'm like. That's why I asked if it was a joke because I'm like, I know what you mean by that, but like, okay.
But look, that's neither here nor there, right?
All right.
Like,
All right.
like, and I think that's incredibly.
You fucking chopper.
I think that is incredibly accurate. He is very quick to tell you how he, you know, is buddies with Jerry Jones, and he's very quick to tell you he comes off like Steven from Django, especially when it comes to his job, right? Like I heard this motherfucker say, "Oh, I love Bob Iger. I'll do anything for that man." I'm just like, yo, calm down, man. Like,
That's real weird. That's a really weird thing to
it's
say.
really weird, yo. It's really weird. And he has this air of, you know, black overseer. And it just is really, I don't, and I saw it when he stopped talking about sports. And now I just can't, and now I can't listen to him at all. I can barely listen to him on First Take. It's just weird, man. So yeah, anyway, none of this stuff surprises me. His half-assed non-apology doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, we'll get that.
And he's, you know, he ain't gonna change. He'll do something. He'll have an HBCU week on ESPN, and then we'll all forget about it, I guess.
We. No.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Them.
Yeah.
Them. A lot of people will.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get that. Terrence, what are your thoughts on this?
I don't really pay that much attention to him anymore. Well, I never really did. I haven't watched like sports in a very, very long time. So like, I just know him to be the nigga that just uses really big words. And he sounds
incorrectly, by the way.
Yeah, like
he uses a lot of
from nigga. What?
Right. Like that's the mark of an idiot, yo. That's the mark. That's literally the skit from In Living Color.
Exactly. They get in prison. Yeah. So I didn't know he was talking about anything other than sports. But this particular thing to say, no, you don't get to say that shit because like Donald Trump is an actual criminal. Like you can't compare him to like the black leaders that were assassinated back in the day for trying to stand up for civil rights. Donald Trump's a fucking criminal.
Right.
He's fucking up on like 90 plus charges. So to say that black folks, we understand how he's being fucking persecuted by the law and how they're harassing him. Like, no, this nigga was a president and he committed a bunch of crimes. That's a completely different thing than being you don't get to say no shit like that. I think there are a lot of niggas in here that like they not in here, but there are a lot of niggas that talk about being like locked up and shit like that as a badge of honor, which maybe they see it, but like regular folks, that aren't criminals are like, nah, this is ridiculous. To say some wild shit like that, it's egregious, as he might say, right? It's egregious.
Yeah.
And outrageous. And whatever other words this nigga used. Preposterous.
He would
say some wild shit like that.
He talks like Jackie Child.
Right. So it's like, yeah, like to say some stupid shit like that. I didn't know he talked about anything besides sports. And he's rich. He's a rich black dude. Again, like you said, he's a fiscal conservative. Like, no one likes paying taxes. Of course not.
Right.
And like those Trump taxes about to run out. Those Trump tax cuts is running out next year, right?
Yeah.
A lot of them niggas would probably want to see that nigga back in office. I don't know if he's one of them. I don't know what he says.
He is.
Yeah, he might be. But
calling yourself a social, calling yourself a social democrat, and calling yourself at the same time a fiscal conservative is just a fucking coward's way of saying that you're a conservative. You're too much of a pussy to be honest about what you believe.
So all these rich people don't give a fuck if he's in office or not because they do not. Like none of that affects him at all. Like it doesn't affect rich people.
The Rock. Sorry, him.
We could have talked about that nigga.
Yeah,
if we hadn't. His whole nonsense is like, I endorsed Biden the last time. I'm not endorsing anyone because it was a bad thing.
It was a bad move for me.
It was a bad move for me because it divided the country, and I don't want that again. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, somehow
you're almost a billionaire, nigga. Like it don't even matter. Like
somehow you allowed yourself to be centered, decenter yourself, and then recenter yourself in the same fucking statement. Amazing.
Clown. That's just some clown shit. But anyway, yeah, like, nah, this nigga, that's the shit he said is some clown shit.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't like, there may be some people that do, but like, oh, he gave us $1,600 when he was in office. So, I get it. Trump 2024 or 2025.
I hope I get $600. That's it? Like, that's it? Okay.
The idiots say stupid shit like that. So yeah, he might be preaching to like the lowest common denominator, but yeah, that's some bullshit to say, and it's crazy. Like, no, that dude's a criminal who deserves to go to prison for a couple years.
Yeah, until he dies.
Yeah, that.
I'm sorry. This is going to be on social media until he's unalived by God. Whatever the algorithm allows you to say these days. So here's my thought on this. One, he's a full-fledged conservative. He's just a fucking pussy about it because he don't want to fuck his money up. That's all that is, right? I don't think gays should be thrown into jail, so I'm a social democrat. No, motherfucker. You have some level of humanity, but you want to hoard all your coins like a fucking dragon in a Lord of the Rings movie. Okay, you're a conservative. You don't give a fuck about others. The other aspect of this is you think so low of black people, and it is very clear that black people have no discerning ability to say, yes, we don't like to see black people tortured and unfairly arrested and belittled and treated like garbage over our long storied history and still today. We don't want to see innocent black people get hurt by the system. That doesn't translate to let all the criminals out of jail, my nigga. Like, that's fucking insane. But that's how low he thinks of black people and how unintelligent he thinks they are when it comes to complex issues of the white man's freedom, right? So, no, I'm not impressed by that. I think it's really shitty. And I think the easiest way to kind of take these kind of things down, and of course he said this on Hannity, so Hannity is just like, I can't get enough of this dick. Like, this sounds awesome to me, right? But the easiest way to knock shit like that down is if people confront Stephen A. Smith when he says things like that and ask a very simple question. Why? And then just keep asking why, because you'll walk yourself right into a fucking brick wall. It's to say that black people somehow, connect with you when you're going through this. No, black people connect to people who are experiencing injustice, not the justice system. That's not how it works. You don't see black people being like your average black person, like, oh no, please don't lock up that dude who murdered 30 people. Like, no, lock that nigga up. What the fuck? Like, it's not a problem of people going to jail or being put on trial. It's the problem of them being unfairly treated and being put on trial and going to jail for things that they did not do. He's involved in the justice system right now for things that he in fact did. You think black people are sad to see this dude who spent $130,000 of hush money payments for fucking a porn star and tried to write it off on his campaign? Black people ain't riding for you on that shit. What the fuck are you talking about? You're comparing that to Martin Luther King being arrested? That makes sense to you? Like, that's absurd.
A wild thing to say.
It's a super wild thing to say. And I was taken out of context. That's the go-to standard. And that and do your own research are the go-to standards for, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I'm hoping me saying those phrases covers my ignorance. That's all that means. So, yeah, get fucked, dude. Look, stick to sports. I don't watch sports. Maybe you have great takes. Maybe you don't. A lot of people don't seem to think so. But whatever. Stick to that. Shut up and dribble, I guess, is as a conservative once said about LeBron. Like, stay out of fucking politics. And look, be honest in how you feel about politics. If you were honest and said, hey, I'm a conservative, then people know where to place you. Don't try to use your blackness as a cover and be like, well, you know how I love us, but we be dumb sometimes and we love criminals. Like, nah, nigga, pick a side and be honest in who you are. Stop doing the mealy mouth bullshit like The Rock does, right? Be honest in what you believe. You're a rich asshole and you don't want to take a stance because Republicans buy shoes too type of shit. Then say that. But don't do all that fucking half-ass bullshit. I can't stand that. Like, in 2024, being a political coward is one of the worst things you can do. Be honest about what you believe. Let the shoe fall where it may. There's plenty of liberal fucking people out there. I saw John Legend out there on TV the other day, and he was like, Trump is a racist, period. He believes, like, he didn't fucking mince words at all. Are people not going to buy the next John Legend album? Like, I don't think his sales are going to get hit. But you're a fucking coward. Just say you're a coward. It's all right. So, yeah, I don't get any of these niggas, especially with all the money in the world.
Right, if I had also, like, nigga, if I was rich,
bam, right here. Like, this is what I believe.
You couldn't tell me shit. I'd be like, yo, Trump is a clown, and I hope he goes to prison for the rest of his fucking life. Fuck that nigga.
Next up on
Take
First
the money
Take.
from me.
Who cares?
Right, like,
but it's not like there aren't people on ESPN and shit who don't espouse their very vocal political thoughts. It's not like you have to.
The problem is, like, some of them get fired for it, like Jamel Hill. Right?
That's true. Right.
But
Sage Steele, right? Didn't she get canned?
But when you've got his type of money, he's very aware of where his bread is buttered. So he's not gonna walk up to the line, let alone toe it. Right.
Right.
That's why he has this other platform. You know how people are when they work two public places and then their Twitter is like, oh, this is not affiliated, no affiliation to this, that, and the other. Yeah. I would imagine that's what his is. I don't know. I don't have Twitter because I'm not a narcissist. But
it's called X now.
Whatever. Sorry. I dead named the company. And
that guy sucks.
but yeah, man, like, when he's got his level of money and influence that he claims to have, he doesn't have to be a coward. And this is the thing, man. Like, he does this tough guy thing that's really fucking annoying, where it's like, I don't want no beef, but don't get it twisted.
Oh yeah, I've seen him do that shit.
Okay. If you want to go, I can go.
Yo, I saw you
and
doing
I'll leave it at that.
I saw you doing boxing training. I'm not afraid of you. No one should be.
I had a torn rotator cuff, so.
All
right, nigga.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. I don't punch like a fucking character from the fucking 1980s Punch-Out game. You look ridiculous.
Oh, shit.
I just think there is, it's like you look back at moments in time, like in the 60s and 70s, or mostly in the 60s, like the civil rights movement, and you see black celebrities and some white celebrities too, but black celebrities and celebrities of color standing up, putting their careers on the line, right? Harry Belafonte, obviously the most famous of all of those people, right? Sidney Poitier, stuff like that, speaking out about the injustices that they saw in their communities at the hands of the American government.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali went to jail.
Muhammad Ali went to literally the jail to protest the Vietnam War, right? Those guys put their careers on the line. You look at that and you go, damn, man, that's super brave. That's super brave. And people like Stephen A. Smith will look back at that and like, that's super brave. I mean, look at the history of that. What do you think 2024 is? Right? You are literally sitting on the cusp of this country losing its identity as a democracy. No bullshit, right? And I know, that's fear-mongering. Was 2016 fear-mongering? Y'all niggas ain't learned a lesson then? 2024 is even more serious. You think this nigga's going to leave office if he gets in? No, never. He will die in office, right? You're on the cusp of that. This is the time to do what they did. Use your power and influence in your voice to speak truth to power. But instead, well, I don't want to divide the country, and I said something the last time, and I didn't want to offend my fans or whatever. Nigga, you're damn near 300 pounds. You're billed at 6'5", and you're too scared. You're scared. Fuck out of here, yo.
Yeah, that's some coward shit. Man.
It's some coward shit.
And you're almost a billionaire, dog.
Right. I'm a third of your body weight, and I'll say the shit. What the fuck?
Like, you're almost a billionaire. You're worth like $800 million. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, you're gonna lose some fucking people, but like
they'll be back. They'll be back. Hey, wanna go take a look at the
Terramana? They don't drink your Terramana or anything like that any fucking way. The people that you're about to alienate from that fucking statement, if you were like, nah, fuck, Trump is a piece of shit. They don't drink Terramana. Niggas drink Budweiser.
Hey, speaking of Budweiser, why don't you go check the stock where it was right before it dipped when Republicans all freaked out because a trans person was on the can that they didn't sell nationwide, and where it is now. It's like it went like this, right back up.
Yeah.
What happened? Was it all the gay and trans people? They took over all the Bud Light sales? I fucking doubt it. Right? Yeah, they'll be back. I'm really mad about this, but this piss water beer I drink is really important to my identity. Right? So get the fuck out of here. Stop being a bitch. Stop being a bitch.
Like you said, like he didn't say it because he's a conservative.
Yeah. Stop being a bitch, Like, look, if you want, if you are
conservative,
yeah, if you're a conservative, say that shit. But like, look, I think Trump is being railroaded in this, and I don't think it's fair. And let the chips fall where they may.
And you can say you're a conservative and be like, I don't really fuck with Trump.
I don't have a problem with that.
That's a very easy thing to say. Like, Trump is a lunatic, but I'm still conservative. I believe in like fiscal conservatism. Like, again,
right?
Whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, it means I get to keep all my money and fuck poor people.
Right. That means I'm a social democrat. I don't want to help people. Right. That means I don't want to help people.
That's what I'm saying, yo. It's a bullshit. It's a cop out, yo. It's a cop out. I don't want to step on the head of a poor person, but I don't want to touch him. Get the fuck out of here. I'm a conservative. Like, yeah, like giving kids free lunch. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, nigga. Like, get out of here.
So it's like, I don't have a problem giving kids free lunch. I don't want to have to pay for that free lunch.
Right.
Like, all right, well, then you got a problem with it. You can't be a NIMBY person and call yourself a fucking a progressive liberal or whatever. You can't.
Yeah. Not in my backyard is
what NIMBY stands for. Yeah.
Stands for, yes. So yeah, but there are people who think that that's a reasonable stance. I'm like, it is not. In fact, it really isn't. So yeah, these two, between The Rock and Stephen A. Smith. No, I just think it's cowardice. I just do, and I'm sure there'll be conservatives. Yeah, you want to fuck your money up.
That's it. That's all it is. It's fine. Look, just say that. Or don't say shit. Like you said.
You could also just shut the fuck up. You could just shut the fuck up.
Right. Like, just because you have a platform doesn't necessarily mean like this is the whole Twitter thing. Like, this is what I don't understand about it. Like, nobody, like, why do you feel like you have to, like, it's okay to have opinions, but I don't know, man. I need people to be more responsible with their platforms. That's it.
Nah.
I just need people to be more responsible with their platforms. If you want to have a conservative on, that's fine, right? But like, don't like push people. You don't have to push them to the point of like alienating or trying to embarrass them or try to dunk on them, but like ask questions, like reasonable questions. You know what I mean?
Like, why?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
That's the only question.
It's an amazing question. You know?
If you ask why 4 times,
It'll fuck
you
them
will
up.
get to the root of any situation.
Yep.
If you ask why 4 times.
Yeah, there's a great clip. This guy, he does like political commentary type of shit on social media, and he's like playing 2 characters, and he's like playing conservative, and he's like, black people are responsible for most of the crime, and then he's the other guy. He goes, why? And he just starts breaking it down. It's like, well, they didn't have their fathers around. He was like, why? It's like, well, I guess they couldn't really afford it. And he's like, why? Well, they didn't go to college. Why? Well, the school districts are, they're funded by, taxes. He's like, why? Well, because the government maybe were trying to screw over black people. Why? Because of racism. Like, exactly. Like, and that's the point. Once you actually start to dig down past the bullshit, you can actually get to the root of the problem. That's the problem, is people love to stay incredibly shallow about topics. It's their favorite fucking thing. Black people love when criminals get off. That's a very reductive way of fucking looking at the world, right?
No, not really.
Right.
And they're like, well, they were happy when fucking O.J. Simpson got off. It's like, no, it wasn't about O.J. Simpson getting off. It was about him beating the fucking corrupt system.
Right. Exactly.
It was about sticking it to y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
To y'all. Yep. Because the LAPD just beat the shit out of a man 2 years ago, 2 years prior.
Exactly.
Yep. And y'all watched it on tape and let those niggas go. You let them go.
Right.
It's insane. Like, I remember when that shit happened, and what was it like? Oprah Winfrey had an episode on, and it was like everybody was talking about it. And this white woman stood up and she was like, well, if he had just complied. I'm like, yo, did you watch the video? Like white people were literally in a different world at that moment. Like, it was insane to watch the most obvious fucking police brutality shit I've ever seen. And they were just like, nah, that seems reasonable. There's 4 cops is beating this black man with a nightstick. Cool. So, yeah, you want to get to the root of the issue, always ask why. Just keep asking until they just break. It's just like, fuck it, I'm a racist. Like, I know. I just wanted you to say it. So, yeah, no, fuck Stephen A. Smith. And fuck The Rock, too. Like,
He just caught it straight.
yeah. Like, look, as you say, Micah, I'm the meanest one on here. I take it with a badge of honor. It's fine. But like, I don't like that shit. Like, there is a thing about, like, I understand being nervous about fucking your money up. I get it. Look, I'm not a billionaire. I understand that. But I just think about all of the times that we, not just the collective we, as in, black folks, look back at history and we look at how fucking powerful it is to see these civil rights leaders along with these entertainers just like marching and fighting for their own fucking survival. Our survival, incidentally. Our survival in 2024. And we look back at them as this positive moment where just collectively black people were like, who gives a fuck where we are in life? We all got to stand together on this shit. And these motherfuckers at the fucking precipice of the most fucked up time in American history in the modern era, they're too busy like, but what if what if I don't make $1 billion next year? Yeah, you should remember that. As supporters or viewers of their fucking properties and their media, you should remember that. That these guys would not stand up for you in a time where they needed you most. Or you needed them most, rather. So just keep that in mind. All right.
Also, look, I know I can't talk given what's going on up here. But like, I'm gonna really need that nigga to cut that Mighty Morphin hairline of his. Just cut that shit off. Cut it off. You look foolish. You look foolish. And look, this is a black man. Yeah. This is a black man trying to help out another black man. Like, cut that shit off.
He got let it go. He got it.
Jesus Christ.
It looks wild.
He's got on headphones in this one image, and it barely comes up to where that's
right. The headphones are where the hairline is. Like, god damn. Cut it off, bro. Cut it off. Let it go.
That's like, what is it? That fucking Godfrey clip where it's like they're doing an intervention with the friend who's got the dreads.
Yeah, that was Southside.
That shit was funny.
That's a funny fucking show, man.
That shit was good. All right, that is it for us. We will be back next week to talk about Origin. Again, check it out in any place you can rent the film. It is also, just want to mention again, it's based on the book Caste. So check that out, and we will have a very interesting conversation about that next week. We will see you guys next time.
See ya.
Take it easy.
Bye. You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the black community.